Now, granted, the trade deficit is significant. Japanese auto exports to the U.S. are way higher, something like, what, $41 billion in 2023?
That's the figure, yes. $41 billion is huge.
Huge. I mean, that's like the entire GDP of Iceland, roughly, just for perspective.
And what's interesting is thinking about the 2019 U.S.-Japan trade agreement. It was meant to tackle some of this, but,
Well-
well, compared to the original Trans-Pacific Partnership, the TPP, that the U.S. left, the 2019 deal was pretty limited in scope.
Like a small piece of a much bigger thing.
Exactly. It felt like, opting for just an appetizer when a whole banquet, the TPP, was potentially on the table. It limited the real potential for deeper liberalization.
So what did it cover?
Japan agreed to lower tariffs on about $7 billion of U.S. farm goods, beef, pork, wheat, things like that.
Okay.
But a really key priority for Japan, getting rid of U.S. auto tariffs.
It's the big one for them.
Yeah, that was just, well, absent, not in the deal.
Huh. So if Japan wanted that auto tariff removal and didn't get it, maybe the 2019 deal was more symbolic than substantive.
You could argue that, and we see knock-on effects.
Like with beef.
Yes, a USDA study recently showed that even with the renegotiated safeguard system for U.S. beef exports to Japan...
Those are the emergency tariffs if imports surge, right?
Correct. U.S. beef is still likely to trigger those safeguards, which puts U.S. exporters at a disadvantage compared to countries in the CPTPP.
The CPTPP being the pact that replaced the TPP after the U.S. pulled out.
Precisely. And connecting that dot, pulling out of the original TPP, that arguably meant the U.S. left, like $100 billion a year in potential long-term economic gains on the table.
Wow. $100 billion a year.
Re-engaging with the CPTPP could recover a lot of that. It's not just money, it's strategic influence, economic leadership.
And meanwhile, Japanese companies aren't just waiting around.
No way. They're actively adjusting. You see them reevaluating supply chains, sometimes raising prices, definitely diversifying suppliers away from tariff risks, investing in automation, even reshoring some production. It's like a big chess game.
Please click the button below to watch the full video.